Hey, welcome. My name is Arinthius Frazier. I think you looked at my vlog, part one of my vlog series about the game of basketball and scoring and how to score. We had a lot of great players over the lengthy time of the NBA in scoring. I mean, in all different categories like foul shots, 3-point shots, dunks, jump shots, and alley oops. So, what I like to do is begin to talk about some of the best in those categories. But before I do that, there again, this is for future generations, so that way, in case we lose access to the game of basketball itself, we'd be able to use these podcasts and blogs as a reference point. So that way, future generations will always know about the game of basketball and, how great they were and how athletes were great also. So we've got the foul shot, and one of the best foul shooters I've ever seen was Joe Dumars. I think he went 1 year at 96%. I think he had set an NBA record for 22 free throws made in a row. So it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of practice, to be able to perfect that art. And people don't know how important free throws are, especially in late game situations. So he then on, became to be one of the 50 greatest all times and a Hall of Famer. I think, which to his credit, this was all fabulous, and two world championships with the Detroit Pistons and Finals MVP. And of course, there's a lot of other great foul shooters, out there, but that's just one that sticks out to me. And then we got 3-point shooters. That's one of my favorites because it's long range distance shooting. It takes a lot of accuracy to do that, especially from 23 feet 6 inches. With these 3-point shots, we got Ray Allen. We got the current Steph Curry, who shattered Ray Allen's record, but sometimes I think that's all he does is shoot threes. Larry Bird was another great 3-point shooter. Jordan was okay, but Michael Jordan, because he was so great at other things, we really didn't have to look at his 3-point percentage that much because, in the end, all he did was win. And so we got that. Let's see, who else is pretty good at shooting threes? We got the big men who can actually shoot threes now, too. You got Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant, he's 6'10", 6'11", and can shoot the heck out of the 3-point ball. You also had Rasheed Wallace back in the day who he was 6'11", being able to shoot threes. Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's a lot of great 3-point shooters out there. And it's one big part of the game, even with the zone defense, which is designed to keep a 3-point, to be able to leave a 3-point shooter open. You just hope that it's your worst 3-point shooter. That's why, they try to leave him open in that zone defense. So, the next category, we have the slam dunk. And the dunk, there's a lot of greatest dunkers of all time. There's Vince Carter. There's Kenny Smith, who went to 5 slam dunk competitions during All-Star Weekend in the finals. Didn't win any of them, but he did come up with some amazing ones. Zach LaVine is one of the best right now. He's got extraordinary leaping ability, and so does Aaron Gordon, and I think that helps them with their overall game too. They're great. They're one of the best that does it right now, and who knows where their career is going because of that. I just hope that when they get older, they're able to not do it as much anymore. Then there's the jump shot. And there's a lot of great jump shooters out there. There's some out there today. Kemba Walker is one of my favorite. He doesn't take too many 3-point shots, but he knows exactly where to take those shots and his spots on the floor and when to take them. I think it makes him a great leader, and it makes him a valuable asset to the Boston Celtics. And he does real well at that. Isaiah Thomas was another good one. He also played for the Detroit Pistons. I mean, he was good for pretty much everything he could do on the court. Even played defense, but his defensive ability wasn't that great, but it was good enough. Let's see. Another jump shooter. Let's see. We got Kemba Walker. We got Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a good jump shooter because he was able, later on in his career, he was able to develop the off the dribble jump shot and be able to shoot that shot anywhere on the floor. And you didn't know when he took it. All you knew is that, all of a sudden he's in the air taking the shot, and now it's going in. So that's pretty good on that. And we also got the alley-oop play. And the alley-oop just basically is, a lot of them do it. They've really mastered it over the years. And to be able to do it in traffic, and we got a whole lot of people who can actually do it, over 2 or 3 different guys. I've seen that before. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he caught an alley-oop over a double team and slammed it in. It takes great timing and teamwork to be able to do that. So that was pretty much my top 5 points on the last vlog, because it was about scoring. Now, I mean, there are other ways you can score, and you can score in transition off of defense too. But I think that would be self-explanatory once the game is learned how to be played. And when we're able to get the NBA back, hopefully there will be more of the same. And I think that the game is definitely evolving and came to a point of evolution. So we're able to see exactly the talent. Plus the game is choosing too, because now we're coming into what they call positionless basketball. Whereas now you have these 7-footers who are actually dribbling and being able to pass the ball, pass from the exterior, interior, or the perimeter. And they're able to do multiple things that, a smaller guy would be able to do. So, just like the Houston Rockets, they play what you call small ball, but I don't think you have to do that. And, judging by their season, it was actually starting to fail. So I guess we'll see, what happens, as far as the future of the NBA and how it goes. I hope that, us being, us dealing with this pandemic, I hope it passes over. I just ask that, we all take care of ourselves and take care of each other, and just do what we need to do throughout the day. Practice good hygiene habits and everything else that will keep us from not getting sick and not getting this disease that seems to have affected, our whole way of life. But, there's always more basketball. You got even basketball at the high school level. And I've had the privilege of, working with my school's network to be able to film some games and see some great high school talent. Shout out to the Score on Air for that one, Adam Dell. And just shout out to the Ohio Media School for allowing us to have that kind of opportunity and to be able to do these things. Well, that's going to about wrap it up for this podcast. You can check out all the rest of the 7 segments that I have that will be there. You can also check out my podcast on those subjects. You can YouTube me. I'm Arinthius Frazier, and IG Renegade Ren. You can check me out on Facebook. You can check me out anywhere pretty much on social media. Um, and I look forward to doing another one of these. You guys have a good one and take care.